Ooh, hit my glasses. Hello. Got some lo-fi up. I was playing music from the game. I don't know where the music files are. I mean, it'd be funny if I get copyright strikes. What? What are music files called? Sounds. That's all the sounds. God. Let me post my stream and fix up all the chats. I haven't scrolled up enough. I was gonna say, where is the announcement channel? Or everyone, sorry, at everyone, so even the people appearing offline see it. Oh, I didn't put Twitch in there. I'm very poppy today. Hello, Mohammed. How's it going, man? Copy that. Fix the chat. Where's the YouTube chat? There it is. I watched Troy recently. I swear it just made noise. I know it's a very random thing. That text is very... Oh, I turned... Based... God, it's so hard to see there. Oh, it is not a turn-based strategy game. I've been told I'm allowed to stream it, so I assume I'm allowed to show you the game. This is something I helped work on over 2 years ago, and I'm basically just offering... They're wanting to release the game somewhat soonish, so I'm offering to just help them out a little bit. I mean, it's beneficial to me. I don't want anyone to be like, "Oh, Steve's such a nice guy." No, it's been released, and if it's being released, I want it to look good. So you can take it whichever way you want. If you wanna say, "Oh, it's so nice, Steve," but it's also beneficial for me, so I don't want it to sound like I'm doing a completely nice deed. Cool. That should be both the chats. I can barely see that chat. Maybe it's better to have it down there. Why is there a little heart in it? What is that? Passengers. Passengers. Is that the one with Chris Pratt? Chris Pratt. It is the one with Chris Pratt. Saying his name wrong every time. No, I haven't seen that. It's good. I remember seeing it because it was like the moment where Chris Pratt, everyone loved. Why is there a little heart in that? That's so weird. Oh. Oh. Wait. Why is it so high up now? We'll do this. So the heart's gone. What? No. Where's it? Why is it moving all the way up there? Right there. There. Okay, cool. What was you right? Sorry. Sorry, Pastures. I haven't seen Pastures. It's like Twitter Spaces where we can react, I think, to... Oh. Yeah, but it was just sort of there. Like... Oh, well, it's gone now. It was covering up what I could read. And I want to read. Yeah, it's still really hard to see up there. So we got... Twitch is just underneath me. So we got both of them in there. Let's make it a little bit bigger. You still got kind of the text behind it, but it's kind of hard to find a perfect place for it. All right, is there any music in the game? My voice almost broke just then. Is there any music in the game? Because I'd like to play that instead of actually, like, if I write new music, I've only got one music. Okay. I assume their music's copyright free. I can't imagine they're gonna be like, no, can't show that. Should explore, show and folder view. Is that the only music? I was hoping there'd be at least a couple of songs I could play them on loop. But if there's only one, we'll go back to Lofi. Cool. Tell me if the music's too quiet, too loud, and I'll change it. Okay. So first thing I want to do is change these tiles to be the correct color. We're going to do just a little bit of busy work today, just like cleaning up some low polys. Looks like these, right? They don't have any LEDs. So technically, I could... So this is like micromanaging performance, right? Because these are 500 tries. And if we look, there's... So this is the medium map, I think. Tile map bigger. Oh, it's the bigger map. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 by 15 is... What can I do the maths in my head? 150 plus 75. 225? Yeah, 225. So 225 tiles. 225 tiles times 500 is 112,000 polygons. I'm running on the screen when I look at this. Just look at these hexagonal shapes, right? So it doesn't feel like it'd be a big deal reducing LEDs, but my screen is dirty. Where's my... Because I have my screen always on a slight slant, like my drawing tablet, it accumulates so much dust so quickly. I clean this screen every couple of days. It's so dusty. I think I haven't cleaned it in about 4 days or something now, and it's just so dusty. But yeah, this is like a very micromanaging, but when you think of the actual numbers in there, if I can reduce this, so if we go... So to do basic LODs in UE4, not UE5, all you got to do is scroll down. So we can reduce its base polygon count. If we reduce this to 50%, we're reducing it by half, right? So if I actually look at the polygons, so okay, so that could have been reduced anyway. I could actually go export this and re-import this as a lower poly. But if we see what we can get, yeah, see that? Look, that's basically done what I would do outside the engine anyway. So if we look at the difference, 100%. It doesn't look any different, and we've literally reduced it from 500 to 4. Hey, Alexander, how's it going, man? I just remembered who that was when I read his name. So we can reduce that by half, and look, we don't even take up a single bit. Now, the problem here is I know that this geometry breaks, but I don't know if it's replaced by a breakable mesh, so we can actually give this a test to see if it breaks. How can I release in PS4 or 5? I mean, that's got a lot of processes into it. I mean, in Unreal Engine, I think there's tools in place to allow you to, like, make it packaged for consoles. Unfortunately, I don't know too much the nitty-gritty part of that. I mean, I think that's more to do with programming stuff anyway. I've never been a part of that department. I'm just an artist. I'm just dumb artist, so I only know dumb artist thing. So let me give this a test. Now, I can't remember how they did. So can I play from this environment, or have I got to start the whole game? I was not able to play from here when I do that. No, I can. We'll start. Oh, nice. Easy. So... yeah, so it still seems fine. I assume it gets replaced by another mesh. Yeah, let's use. Oh, look, there's a little bit there. Oh, it disappears. That's clever. So the blue tiles, which I'm going to change to be looking like stone, is going to be. Oh my god! Whoa! Oh, see that dodge? Cool. So first off, yeah, let's still reduce some of those poly counts, because what I can also do. But again, this is micromanaging stuff, but this is what you would do of your end development of your game anyways. You'll go in and you'll start generating LODs. You'll start reducing texture resolutions because you want the game to run the best it possibly can without sort of diminishing any of the quality. I'm doing that kind of at my job at the moment with some stuff. But I'm struggling a lot because UE5 and Lumen is very demanding. So trying to find a way to make it still look good, but also improve performance as much as I can is very, very difficult. But I think we've found a pretty good balance so far. So if I go to number of LODs and I set it to a number like 3, you can share my stream if you'd like. I am completely down with that. Do you play GTA Online? I actually don't know. For some reason, GTA was not a game I got into. I probably have about 10 to 20 hours in it. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. Because I liked GTA 4 a lot. I probably had a couple 100 hours in GTA 4. But there was something about GTA 5. My mate bought it for me as well at like full price, 50 or 60 quid. And I just couldn't get into it. I felt kind of bad. I still feel kind of bad about it. Otherwise, I didn't bring it up. So as you saw there, you can actually see it reduce in quality. It was only by a little bit. If we go back to 1. Yes, only by like a tiny bit. Now, depending on where is it? LED group. So yeah, depending on where you've got this set up, will change at what distance you will start reducing LEDs. So reducing quality. So if I get like here, look, we're at 252, and we get to our first LED only about here. So preferably, we want the screen size to be bigger for this one, because we don't want it to go. We don't want it to reduce LEDs until we're maybe back further. If that's. Oh, it's not. It's going straight from LED 0 to LED 2 instantly, so that's interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. Screen size, that's what I'm looking for, right? That's in LED 0. Custom. 0 is fine. 1. Wait. Yeah, 50. 50 again. 25. Is that because that should be 75? No, it's jumping straight from LED 2 to LED 0. Where is production screen size? Oh my god, I just zoomed in by accident. Screen size 1. So we what? Want you to put 8 and then you to 0.5. Aha, okay. So we want you to about 0.5 on you and 0.2 on you. That way, here's where we get to our lower resolution. When you get to here, you won't see that get reduced. Now again, so now at this distance, which might be how far away you are in the game anyway, we're only at now 62 tries. So before, it was what, 15 by 15, and we're at 500 poly count. So we were rendering 112,000 polygons on screen, or triangles on screen. Well, I actually guess that is a polygon, which is fine. That's not that huge of an amount, but I know that's it's not necessarily what they're hiring me to do. But I did say optimization is very important, so I hope they're fine with me looking at optimization. So now we're only at 62 tries, right? So if we go 15 times 15 times 62, we're now only at 13,000 tries. So we've reduced that drastically from over 100,000 to under 15,000. So that should help. There wasn't that many performance issues to begin with, but you can never have too much performance, right? Now again, I think that the way this works is when you smash the area, I think it replaces it with a fractured version of it. But it should still work. Oh, the wind. I was gonna say, why am I moving? It should still work perfectly fine. Yeah, like, oh. I thought it was gonna fall in. Wow. Yeah, that still works perfectly fine, and we should still have that reduced poly count. Now, if I go stat unit, we'll look at the FPS here. So you'll always have lower FPS. Oh, so it's all in the GPU. That's fine. Game and draw are very low. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We go stat scene rendering. Our render family is at 9,000. If you don't, something I've realized a lot when working in Unreal Engine, if you don't see these numbers add up, it usually means the rest of the GPU performance is hidden somewhere in blueprints. So on screen, what we're seeing now that isn't a part of the blueprint, it seems to be working pretty good. And then I want stat GPU. So we'll look at stat GPU. Good. So stat GPU is basically the same thing as if you push Control Shift comma. I'm looking. It's a game I worked on a couple of years ago, and they're releasing it soon, so I've just offered to help them. So if we look at in here, we're rendering 2 scenes. That's very interesting. Have we got a mini map? No. Oh, I'm playing the game twice. Wow, I'm getting really good performance considering I'm playing it twice. So I guess it's because it's it makes sense because it's a multiplayer game. But if I go into here and reduce this to 1, then click play, that's why. So I was taking up almost 3 to 4 extra. Have you ever had an issue when the gizmo on the screen turns invisible? The part that moves objects. Yeah, I don't know what that does. That mine does it. Oh, okay. So if G's turning it back on, you're going into game mode, which is intentional. So game mode. So let me check the FPS now, quick. So if we look at our thingy here, we're getting 7, which is good. Anything below 16.6 on the MS, so only getting 8. Or plus this, we're getting 8.5, which is the actual Unreal Engine. So we actually don't need to worry about that. If you're getting lower than, wow, I just dodged that narrowly. You're getting lower than 16.6, you're getting 60 FPS. Lower than 9, I'm pretty sure you're getting like 120 FPS. Stat unit. No, not stat unit, stat FPS. Yeah, look, we're getting 120 FPS. So pretty much the best performance you can get. That's brilliant. And I've reduced all of these poly counts. So how do I see that again? Is that not... Oops. Stats rendering. And that's draw calls. So our draw calls are insanely good, right? Even if I were to look at the entire environment, I'm under 1,000 draw calls. We're taking up 0.2 ms on draw calls. That is fantastic. That's really, really good. Is it okay if I post Steam page in your chat because people were asking what it is? I actually posted it in my chat. Wait, in this chat. Yeah, posted it in this chat. Sorry, I thought you meant my Discord chat. Yeah, posted it in chat. Oh, actually, I don't know if it'll let you. Let me post it. Oh, nice. It comes up when I write it. Is it because it's in my... oh, it's in my library, isn't it? If we copy it here... There you go. For those of you who don't know what the game is, you can click that link and you'll go over to it. So yeah, the gizmo disappearing when you push G, because G enters game mode. If you don't know what game mode is, I'll show you. So if we click an object and show our gizmo, let's get this off screen. There is one that shows you the try count on your screen. Is it not in scene rendering? Which one? Stat scene rendering, stat unit, stat GPU, stat CPU, stat game? No, that's your... So if you ever want to check your CPU, what's on tick and everything, you'll write stat game. I can't remember. Our poly count... Regular one. I will say this is a combination of stuff I've made and foliage kit. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say that. I mean, I assume I'm allowed to say that. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff here that I have personally handmade too. So I'm very happy a lot of stuff I've made stayed in the scene. Or stayed in the game from when I worked on it, which is awesome. This is the old commission game from 1 or more years ago, right? Yeah, it was over 2 years ago now, believe it or not. Okay, so why are these red when here it's this color? How are they... Ah, right. So they have different IDs depending on what type of tile they are. Yes. Okay. So... we want them to turn back to green, but what we actually want is we want the... There's only 2 types, I think, at the moment. We want the ones... Hello, sir. What is... What is Ghibli? Ghibli, if I assume if you've... Did I write Ghibli? I don't... So Ghibli is an art studio. When people say Ghibli, they usually refer to Studio Ghibli. And if you don't know what Studio Ghibli is, they're the people who made stuff like... oh my god, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky. I think they also made Howl's Moving Castle, and it's basically just a really, really nice... They're very, very good at art. They make these really fantastic looking movies, like Spirited Away. Specifically, looks very, very nice. Environment. So if you see something like Ghibli art or Ghibli style, they usually mean like this. Taking a break from Los Santos recently, been working on a master template. The aim is to get a bunch of basic game functionality and use that as a... Oh my god, condensation. Use that as a base to make games look... Yeah, that's a good idea. Can't really say about I'll look around while I do other things. Okay. Hello, Pixel Tuner. So yeah, usually when people talk about Ghibli, they're talking about... well, I can only assume, unless there's like a term I'm not aware of, but I can only assume they talk about Studio Ghibli, which is... If they're like, oh, in the style of Ghibli, they mean this cool, like, anime. It's like a watercolored anime look, right? I guess it's the easiest way to break it down. So we assign Ghibli materials to 3D meshes. Maybe I don't know what Ghibli means. Ghibli materials to 3D meshes. Oh, well, no, I guess I know what you mean. I guess I know what that would mean. Yeah, it's just making it look... Using materials to make it look Ghibli style. Okay, so I'm wondering how I'm going to change this color back, because that's like over green. The person who's edited this has basically made it so... Whoops. Has made it so... I think it's completely... Oh, here you go. Is that the right color? I think. So what we want is we want the blue tiles... Okay, so... Oh. So how are they assigning it? Now, this is interesting. Because I need to know how it's being assigned so I could change it. Because I want the blue tiles to be rock. The rock. Okay. Basic LERP system. Input value scaler. He's got a seal in there. What's this doing? Yeah, this is your textures and stuff. Ground. Oh, you know what? That could work really well as a rocky like texture as well. Like if you just desaturated that, that'll look kind of what you're looking for as well. Like we literally just. Get like this. That looks like rocks. Interesting, interesting. Okay. How have they set this up then? It's, oh, look at this wireframe. Oh, whoa, why did they come up twice? What the heck? Was it? Why is it in the middle of my... I can't even close it. What's going on? What? Okay. We'll ignore that. Can I... Oh, there you go. Did that fix it? No, I can't. What? Okay, whatever. If I put that in here. Oh, it's like broken. It doesn't let me... Oh, wait, yeah. It literally doesn't let me click on just that one. Oh, no. Whatever. I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, so... Oh, my God. Can I create the starship? Can I create the starship? The Avalon from the. I mean, if you want to make it, unless you're asking if I can make it, which would be insane, make an entire starship on my own. So how are they? I'm wondering how they're making it so it picks up different values. Because all I need to do is tell it to invert. Well, the easiest way would be to invert the way it's because I was gonna hand do textures for it, but then I thought it'd probably be easier if I just use materials still, and then desaturate this or find a nicer rock texture. But I'm confused to how they're making it. Oh. Try that again. Did it keep my changes for my meshes? Nope, LODs aren't on there anymore. So again, for those of you who didn't see, for let's set up LODs, I want to first reduce the base LED by 50%. I want to have 3 LEDs total. I want to click apply, and it will do all that for me, except... Oh, it's already got the distance. Wow, that's way further than it needs to be. So we can reduce the distance by coming up here, clicking on custom, reducing this one, or minimizing this one, and then saying, oh, I had that enabled last time. Why don't I do that again? So if it's grayed out, so if it's grayed out, you basically need to find where it says here, LED import default large prop. No, I don't want to overwrite anything. Auto compute, right? So turn that off. So auto compute will automatically do it for you. I think this is too far away. I want it to be a bit closer. What I want to do is I want to go to back to custom. Then I want to go, what do I have it as 0.5, and then have the other one as 0.2. Cool, and now it will, so here we're fine. We will reduce it here. You can't even see the jump between them, and then here we reduce to the other one. Again, you can't really see the jump. So that will save on pulley count. Let me, what needs to be saved? Yeah, just that. Cool. So let's save those for now. Hey, Mega Cool Man, how's it going? I wrote in chat that I was streaming. I remembered. All right. So I want to open the blueprint and not crash it. Oh, whoops. What have I clicked on? What? Looks like a cube there. I assume that disappears when the game starts. Yeah. Cool. Open blueprint. Hey, okay. Viewport. Isn't this the game? This is the game on Steam. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very, very confused. I have no idea how they're changing the color to this, which means I can't apply a different material for it, which is very, very sad. Oh yeah, look, I have a stone material here I could just use. Because, yeah, I don't have... Because I can't manually select these parts. I thought they just had an instance and they selected the parts they wanted to change that tile's color. Oh, actually. Oh, wait. The game is on Steam, it's just not released yet. Indestructible. Hold on a minute. Is this what determines it? There's only 2 types of tiles, right? Smash him. You might be writing in chat as well, to be fair. Oh, yes, you're right. We only have 2. Okay. So, if I change this, tile index indestructible. If I change this to 1, oops. I'll change this to falling itself. Oh, there's ones that manually break. So if I change this, I don't see anything changing. I don't know how it's set up. I'm confused. Might need help from programmer at some point. I'll ask in the chat. I mean, I can at very least get the material looking better. I could just repurpose this one, to be fair, because they specifically want the parts to look more stony, less dirty. So I can at the very least do that. I mean, I could change the tiles back to a default color as well. But the problem with that is now all of it's... Oh. If I save that, all of it's going to be a single color. I still feel like this is the wrong color. Am I crazy? Oh, yes. Sorry, to the gizmo disappearing. G mode is game mode. So when you click something and push G, it will disappear, because in game mode, you're not seeing any of Unreal's components. Now, sometimes if you click while in game mode, it will reappear. But the intent is that when you're in game mode, it's supposed to disappear. And then it reappears when you click. So that's completely intentional design by Unreal. So yeah, now... Oh. Well, I'm even more confused. How is this material set up? I didn't make this material, did I? Or did I? H_hexagon does not seem like a familiar name I'd put in. Right. So using a mask to determine what areas you want to put the grass on, which is not a bad way to do it. But I would have personally did it with a... one of these guys, right? So I can actually combine them together, to be fair. And what we can do is we can add... No, I don't want to add, I want to multiply. Yes, I want to multiply. So what we can do is we can multiply. Technically, you don't see underneath them anyway, but you could use this then. And instead, this will determine that anything above the... do I want to multiply? I'm trying to think now. Yeah, that should work. And then you plug that into there, and you plug it into there. That should make the grass underneath disappear, right? Or have I done it in the wrong way? Yeah, no, they'll make the grass underneath disappear. So now you've only got the grass growing on top. But, like, what I'd necessarily want to do... So, if you wanted the grass on the sides and then the rock in the middle... So, you might want the grass underneath anyway. But what I would have done is I would have then inverted that mask... Make so the grass is on top... Or the rock is on top. But because of the way it's been set up... I don't know how they're doing it. Because I would have assumed they were manually selecting the instances they want to be indestructible. Which I thought would have been done for an instance. I did just click which ones they want to set to that value. But when I look at it... It seems they all have different arrays, I guess. Because that's all 225 tiles. So, I don't... The indestructible one, like 0, right? So, 0 should be here, you'd assume. So, if we go back to... Here, like, you can see it, like, growing over... The grass, like, growing over the top now. Which was this color, right? So if we turn you to another color again to see what we're doing, these should be the indestructible ones. So let me just quickly check when I click play. It just don't have enough room. Oh, so they got this music. What's this music called? Alright, so yeah, these should be the indestructible ones. Yeah, look, he didn't knock those down, but the green ones should be fine. Oh, so they're changing color when they get destroyed as well. Interesting. Okay. And then, yeah, these should be indestructible. So, what doesn't make sense, if they're in the indestructible one, I'd assume that would be in the array, like, what, 15, 16, 17. But instead, it's on array 1, or array, well, technically 1, or 0, however you want to talk about it, array 0. Because that one, oh, here you go, can I move it? I don't ever see anything moving. Is it on the opposite side? Oh. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it starts here? The first array's here? Okay. Well, that makes a little bit more sense to why I couldn't see it changing. Okay, so... where do I see... hold on a minute, now I'm confused. Wait, where's all the textures gone? Wait, now I'm even more confused. I thought I opened the array earlier and it's let me change to... well, now I can't even find it. Am I blind? Here. Array. I won't save any of this, so don't worry about breaking. It's only got transforms now. Eh? I kind of want to go back on the stream to see what I was clicking on. Oh, I was clicking here. Aha, right. So, does that mean array 0 in here is still corresponding with what it was in transforms? Because if I change it to normal, it's not changing color. Did it not determine its color in here then? That's tile index 0. I'm so confused. I don't understand. Because, yeah, all I want to do is have a separate value that the grass doesn't grow on top of the ones we have rocks on. It essentially would be inverted. That'd be the easiest way to show that they're the rocky ones, because you have the grass on the sides instead of on top, right? And then the easiest way to do that would be in the material. So the really, really, really easy way to do that would be to make it so in the material, you just flick on a switch over here. Stone on top. You flick this switch on. Wait, so now we want you. You plug. So let's ignore this little bit I did here. Plug this into here. Here. Fly. And what you do in the material... oh, so it's already done it. Whoops. So it needs to be here. This is way simpler than the materials I'm doing in my game. Everything takes so long. Yeah, so then when you want the rock to then be on top, so basically inverted, so this one, and then you just click, boom. Wow, I like how it's loading every single time. And it'll invert that selection. See that? That way you could show stone on top of the other one with grass on the edges and vice versa. And then you could even have values that make it so sort of brings it in and out a bit more. But I can't do that because I don't know how the materials are being set up at different places. They're all being set up on a global vector. But I no idea Why is the material function open? Oh, it's behind, right. What? Because I could use the information in here and repurpose it. But how would I do that and make it so when you change to the indestructible color, it would automatically change the material to do so? So, the way they're determining it in here, they're only changing to blend right now. What's changing? How is that changing the color? Oh, because it's blending the color over the top. I see. Right. Okay. So we essentially want to try to use this in a certain way to attach this to our mask up here to basically enable and disable our thingy. But we all want it to be green. We still want the grass to be green. My brain. I'm trying to think. If I knew how it was working, I don't really want to change how the program is set anything up anyway, so I don't really want to change it. But if I knew exactly how it was working, I could do that. But as an artist, I prefer to find a solution that doesn't touch any of their stuff, but still works. And I did a similar thing in my project. We had it so lights. So you had an emissive material on a light, right? And the programmers had set it up so you have it. The lights go on when they're on. So white, I think they were defaulted at. And then you had it so they were red when you was in emergency lighting, and then they have it so they're completely like black or whatever you want to call it, no emission at all when they're off. Then I said I want to be able to change the color. They would have changed it in programming to change it to a hexadecimal code. I instead said, well, I'll just make it so in the material right at the end, I'll multiply. If the value is coming up as white, so 111, I'll multiply that by a color, which means I could change what the color was when it was white, because that was the on lighting. So now I could change the on lighting to blue, red, whatever I want. But then I also want to change it so the emergency lighting can be changed. So if I wanted the emergency lighting not to be red, I wanted it to be a different color. So what I did was I took, it was really a kind of a funky way to do it. I took a round node, and I masked it out to the red values, and I masked, a seal node, sorry. So what seal does is it goes, what a seal does is if you have a value, so if you have a value that is above, so it will round up, right, to the next integer, meaning it will round up to the next whole number. So if you're at 0.001, you would still round up to the value of 1. So what I did was I masked up the red value because it was red when it was in emergency lighting, and I told it to, if it identified any red. Oh wait, was it red or was it the opposite? It might have been the opposite, and I made it have a floor and I go down. But then I took that information and then I said, okay, now I want to change that color, and boom, I was able to change the emergency lighting color and the on color without affecting the programming at all. Even though I'm pretty sure it was the emergency light color was being set in hexadecimal code. So it's just like my way of editing the programmer's work without actually editing their work. So I want to do that kind of scenario here, but I'm thinking, how do I do it? Because this changes the color of the thing. But if I want it to all be green, we're not going to have a separate value to work from. Really trying to think. So is this this has to be what's controlling it, right? So if I just take this, oops, not even coming in, or is it here? Use per instance custom data. Custom color data value. Hey Steve, how are you? What kind of game are you making? It's not necessarily my game. I worked on the art on it. It's a game where, unfortunately, I can't show you playing with other people, but basically you run around and you destroy the ground. Like, there's a couple more things to it, but the main premise is you'll have 7 other players, so 8 of you total, and you run around, you smack them and hit them off the edges and stuff. Stuff happens on the map, so you got like wind that just spawned. You see all these leaves spawn, like, oh, it's pushing me along. You get lightning hit the ground. And then if I press Q, I destroy the tiles. Right now, the red tiles are the ones I can't actually destroy. But I'm trying to... Not red, sorry. I guess they're kind of like a red. I can't destroy them. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make it the way I want to make it. Maybe let some of the tiles break naturally. But obviously, this will look way more manic when there's 7 of you on the screen. Have I put my new water in now? I'll do that now. Oh, there you go. Old water. New water. There's a couple of values I actually want to mimic. Oh. So it's game. Yeah, it's a multiplayer game. Yeah. I want to change the depth fade to 415. So that's going to make this fade a little bit more. It could be even more than that, like 650. There you go. So you see it going into the water a little bit more. That looks a little bit nicer. I want the foam out distance 150. Do I want the foam out distance to be further? Oh, okay. So the values need to be changed quite drastically. But this is how far it comes out. So yeah, probably like that. We want it relatively thick, right? Oh, so that's too much. That is. It thinks this is close enough to do it, so we don't want that. So we want like 250. Those who've not seen the water shader, when something goes into the water, it'll start causing these thingies, these like waves appear. When it's near the surface as well, you'll get a similar looking thing, and then when it fully touches the surface, very, very cool shader. I enjoyed working on it. Did you search the flux fluid plugin for Unreal Ocean? It's really good, but expensive. Oh yeah, there's no need to have that on. I have looked at that, yeah. We don't even care about transparency here, surely, because it's that underneath. Revealing the secrets of game development, stuff not actually being underneath. So I want foam bits now. Foam bits, amount of foam bits. So that should be the setup for that should be exactly the same. So 0.3, 100, 0.5. 0.3, 100, 0.5. 100. There you go. Bigger scale. Bigger over-exaggerated scale. Way better. This also makes it so when these like come out, so you can see like it's sort of less bumpy because a lot of that comes down to your foam scale. So as the foam scale turns down, it breaks up that, because the way that it's generated is it merges with that foam. So the foam scale being smaller makes it so the waves are more bitty. The bigger, so like I actually kind of want an in between. I think like maybe 75. There you go. Yeah, that looks nice. So it depends on what people prefer. I think this is a big. Oh, we got lava. What the heck? Is that my lava? Did I make that? Okay, I shouldn't have done that. It's gonna take a while to load. Yeah, depending on your preference, some people may prefer the other water anyway. Oh, there it is. Wait, there. So some people may prefer. Nope. What was I using before? New water, new lagoon. Oh, am I water here? That one. Some people may prefer that one. I prefer this one because it looks more cartoony to me, and the way that they're foam. So you can see that the way they're generated here. I'm sort of just overlaying a noise node to break them up, and you can kind of see it's not brilliant. With the new one, the way it generates the foam is it uses the foam bit, so you can see like it actually disconnects, causes this really cool effect. Sounds like I'm just trying to sell my shader, but it was really fun working on the new one. I really enjoyed it. You can customize your glorious game. You know what? I'll go show that. I'll go to the main menu and show customizing. What I want to do, they know everything. I still don't know how to edit the material to how we're gonna want it. So, is it called main menu? Gotta be that one, right? Save. Oh, I guess that is gonna save this as well. Because it's in the level. Let me. Oh yeah, and it was the materials editing. So set it back for now, until I figure out a way I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that looks all good. Save that. I put together the main menu, right? I'm pretty sure I did the level design for the main menu. It's been a while. Oh, I realized thinking the main menu was broken, actually, when I was testing the game on Steam. Oh my god, I'm lagging out. Ah. I loaded this project up before. Oh, did I not get to the main menu before? That might be why. So this is basically going to be all my streams is going to be working on this game. I'm still laggy? Whoa. Hopefully this is not crashing the stream. Uh-oh. Why is it laggy? That's so weird. But when it compiles everything, hopefully... you know what? I bet it's the distance filters. Oh, are we... Oh, we're not as laggy anymore. I can't move around still. There's not even that much to load here. Most of what was in here was in the other environment. So it must be distance fields causing it to be a bit slow. Just waiting patiently. Excuse me. Oh, there you go. Are we good now? Yeah, it was the distance fields. Cool. Yeah, the water here vanished. I noticed that when I was testing the game. There's no water here anymore. It's supposed to be like a river and a pond, but it's gone. So I assume that got either intentionally deleted or accidentally deleted. I'm not sure. But no river here no more. Wow, these shaders are taking their sweet time. I swear Unreal used to be quite fast at doing shaders, and all of a sudden, I don't know if it was my PC being terrible, but it just stopped running fast. What's interesting to why this river seems to be gone is I'm pretty sure these are foliage assets. Yeah, which means usually when you delete the asset they're on, they vanish. So it's almost like the... What version of Unreal are you using? This is 4.16? 4.26? Hold on a minute. 26, yeah, right? 4.26, yeah. Ah, hit my head. Yeah, so I don't know why these want the lid. Unless the plane still exists, it's just completely invisible. No, I'm selecting for it. Don't know. Super weird. I mean, all it... Nice. Geometry. Can you reload? Geometry. Thank you. All it needs is another plane put back in, so... You don't see much more of this than just here. So if I just do, oops, if I just do this, it'd be good. You can even get it more aligned with it, like so. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure your camera never looks more than that. I mean, you could a little bit more, put it over there. And it maybe gets to the wall. Yeah, it's just not, you're not going to get much to see of it anyway. And then you just want new water on there. Lagoon, actually. Lagoon. Okay, I had a feeling the valleys wouldn't be where I want them. So let's do duplicates of that. Put that in there. And we want to have it so that the foam out distance is shorter. Yeah, you want the foam thickness. Is only at like 20. Cool. Want the warp amount to be reduced. So the warp amount, as you can see, is how warpy they go. So if you have it at 0, there will be completely sort of flat lines, which is mostly what I want for this anyway. Because we A, didn't want to break stuff by transitioning, and B, we want to get it on mobile as well if possible, and we couldn't use many of the UE5 features on mobile. Yeah, makes sense. UE5 is not... as much as people really like UE5, it's still not really consumer friendly right now, especially for people who don't have like ray tracing cards, for example. I have trouble developing in UE5 because Lumen and Nanite, you can't visualize nanites unless you have DirectX 12, and DirectX 12 are on newer cards. I can't go into DirectX 12, which means I can't even visualize nanites, which means I can't use nanites. So I can't even use one of the best new features of Unreal. There's where UE5 was in development for so long, almost everything UE5 is completely functional. There's probably someone out there who's really mad at me saying that, like, what? No! UE5 is terrible. Like, UE4, so UE4 is terrible. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons why using it is just way more beneficial, especially for a small indie company like the one I'm working for now. Well, not working, I'm just doing this work for them because why not? Because they won't come across as many bugs, whereas there's still loads of bugs in UE5. I come across things wrong with UE5 almost daily at the company. Nanites is good for high poly meshes, but you don't really need it unless you're doing insanely high poly meshes. And trying to say this to people, they get mad at me. You do not need nanites for a standardized game. Is it useful? Sure. But nanites' main intent was when you had something really high poly, right? So if you were like... I want to change one other thing. I can't say now. Yeah. So if you put in something that was like 1,000,000 tries, it's really... So what it was clearly intended really for, because that's what they showed all their demos for, were like photo scan things, right? So if I photo scan something without... it would stop me from having to optimize it in Blender, right? I don't think nanites is a requirement in anything. Because watch this. Let's look at this tent. Now I should go across the map and do all of this, but look at this tent, right? So it is 4,800 triangles. Now if you put nanites in it, it will put to a fraction of that. However, so it's not got it on anymore at the moment. However, I can just use the standardized LOD generation in Unreal, right? Like, if we look at Unreal, if I want to reduce this, if I want to reduce the base resolution, all I got to do is go to LOD 0, build settings, and find build settings, production settings. Sorry, and find percentage triangles. Turn that down to 50%, and we'll reduce our try count by half. Click apply, and boom, it doesn't even look any different, and we've reduced our try count in half. We're at 2,400. Then about to 100. Yeah, 100. And we're at 4,800. So reducing it by 50% try count We don't even see a difference, right? And if I go into wireframe, you'll see it change. So look at the wireframe. 100, apply. See that? 50, apply. So we are actually reducing it. You just can barely see anything. So if I get really close, you might be able to see it. 100, apply. So you see, yeah, some of the edges get a bit smoother. Anyways, so first of all, you can reduce your base by doing this. Now, you don't need to reduce your base because we're going to end up adding LEDs anyway. So let's set this to 1 just to reset them. Apply. Now, if I set this to 4, which is, from what I've been able to see, the most common one to set it to and click apply, it will automatically add LEDs. So look, we're only at 300 tries when we're back here. So I think when a lot of people when they saw nanites thought it was the only way to get LEDs. UE4 has had LEDs for ages, like really good manually generated LEDs. Not manually, automatically generated. So you don't need nanites if you're just using LEDs, and if you're not using anything that's super high poly anyway, you might not need it. If you can use nanites because you've got a DirectX 12 card, it probably is better to use nanites, but there's never going to be a requirement to use nanites unless you're using a scene with photo scan stuff, things of like 10 million polygons. Because essentially all nanites is its LEDs on crack. Like it reduces poly count sort of on each part of the surface, and then when you get further away, it's like insane. It reduces it loads. But yeah, it will never be a requirement to use nanites, especially if you're doing a stylized fun scene where nanites isn't gonna be that important. Because your game, if we type online, right, how many polygons can I have in a game? So you go, just the main character could have 10k. How long ago was this wrote? Oh, this year. Objects could be around 1k or like, that's way lower than you could actually have it. I mean, if you actually look, World of Tanks, tank poly count. I wonder if I can find the article. Here you go, look. So this article was made how long ago? I saw this in university. So 9 years ago, their tanks were 100,000 polygons. They didn't have anything like nanites. Their tanks were 100,000 polygons 9 years ago. So I can only imagine they're even higher than that now. Then you'd have all the polygons in the environment. You can get away with a lot of polygons on your screen without really affecting any modern day GPU. You'll only really affect a modern day GPU is if you have an insane amount of objects in your scene that aren't optimized very well, so loads of polygons, or if you decide you want a whole mega scan. Mega scan's pretty good actually, it depends, because you can actually use the low poly mega scan stuff. But if you wanted to photo scan everything in and everything was like a billion polys each, then you'd be required to use nanites. But yeah, even a game 9 years ago, all their tanks were 100k polygons. They would have had LEDs, but they had what? 10 players each side, so they would have had 20 tanks on screen at once. So 20 million polygons that would have been reduced using LEDs. Right, let's read. Let's read what you've wrote after my little rant about nanites. I like using that example of World of Tanks because people really underestimate how many polygons you can get away with without really affecting performance that heavily. Nanites is best though for hyper. Yeah, read that. Yeah, read that. Another thing is ray tracing needed for better reflections and shadows. Yeah, because Lumen obviously uses ray tracing. It's kind of a mix between ray tracing and screen space reflection, which is why ray tracing cards work better with Lumen because you'll use hardware Lumen instead of software Lumen. But like, honestly, I don't think Lumen reflections, at least on software, Lumen, it doesn't look that good. I would show you an example, but I can't right now because it's in. I would have showed you an example of a game I'm working on. But yeah, when it comes to LEDs, they were more than good enough. So now he will reduce. And I should go around this entire environment and do that, but I'm pretty sure Unreal Engine how to see amount of polygons on screen. I can't remember the command. My throat is terrible today. Oh, is it stat view? Stat view? View stat? No. I think it's stat engine. There's definitely another one, but tries. Here you go. So there are 8 million tries on screen at once. That's not that high. That's really not that high. There is a frame time at 17 ms, even though. Oh, we are taking up that much ms. What is that? Frame sync time. Huh, today. Oh, does this scene just run slower than the other scenes? I don't remember this scene running slower. Am I crazy? I mean, if so, we'll go figure out what's doing it. Like, not you. What's it called? Large. Big. All I did was put the water in. Yeah, it's fine. I just want to go back to this scene and see. Okay, yeah, we're getting 120 in here. Okay, so has the menu actually got... It does! Okay, I didn't look at the optimization in here before. It's not my water, is it? The water's like just a texture, it should be fine, but just in case. Oh, cool. Okay, so what's causing the FPS drop in here? Oh. Oh no! Scene captures! Oh god. I hate scene captures. They're taking up 3.5 on their own. Okay, so this scene needs to be optimized quite a lot so we don't lose performance. They're just generic stuff. Okay. Get rid of the environment. The environment and the foliage clearly isn't taking up that much. How about these? Are these optimized? 11,000. They are not optimized. Cool. So they would be a good way to reduce. So we're at 8 million tries. Let's try to get that to like 1 million. Again, this isn't specifically what they've asked me to do, but at the end of the day, it's very, very important to get your optimization very, very good. Cool. So that's only 5,000 as we get further away. It only gets to 744. Sweet. And that's stat engine. They've already... So we're at 8 million up here. Cool. I want to break free. Oh, that's I got to break free. I got to break free. I got to break free. Right, so we'll do custom. As you're working, heavy stylized reflections are not that big of a deal of. Yeah, that as well. It's a lot of stuff that people aren't going to worry about too much, right? Reflections are cool, but nobody's going to really care in a stylized game as reflections look awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a safer bet to work in Unreal Engine 4. As I was saying earlier. What am I looking for? I want to have custom for a second. I want to go down to group, impact, minimum, number of levels, number of thingy, compute distance. Now I want to manually do the distance. There you go. So change that to like 0.4. Cool. 0.5. 0.075. Cool. So it gets less and less as we get further away. That should heavily. So the frame time's high because I've got the other monitor up. Let's reduce that a bit. Let's come over to here. So this is only 480. We'll throw some LODs on it, but that really shouldn't matter. I wonder how much of it's coming from the grass. Not much at all. Like 1 million maybe, which is pretty good. You I just did. Tanning rack. 4. Cool. Older rocks LOD'd. They are not. So I'm pretty sure the biggest part of this will be the scene captures reducing FPS. Oh, they don't even come up in the blueprints. Because scene captures are really, really demanding because they're basically re-rendering the entire scene. So it's, I mean, you can tell because this scene's getting massively reduced FPS compared to the other scene. And because like, it's only at 9, but then you get 2 and a 1, so you get 3.5 there. The world tick is apparently taking up stuff. Another to do with render target. So 3.5 plus 0.69 for about 4, yeah, about 4 ms. So almost half of our entire scene is coming from scene renders. Which is, for example, this one. And you'll see the FPS go up when I hide it. Boop. Oh no, because you can't hide these ones, can you? From what I remember. So it's like weapon store, armor store. Hide. Store. Yeah, they don't let you hide it. You have to like, if I wanted to show the performance increase, I'd have to delete it. Why did he delete all the grass when I did that? Oh yeah, because the grass is like really weird, isn't it? It's not actually deleted from what I remember. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Wait. Why is it popping back when I simulate? Oh, God's sake. Yeah, if I were to like delete this, right, we're at 18, drop to 14, and then if we go, I'm not actually going to keep this before someone has a heart attack in chat, and then like now we're down to 12. So scene captures always take up a lot. Let's re-go into the scene so my grass comes back. Menu. Let's save. Oh, actually, okay. I only wanted to not save one thing. Whoops. Okay. Oh my god, is this just made up of loads of... Oh, there's a bunch of additional things in it. So how much were the spears? Yeah, so the spears can be reduced. So yeah, basically, this is what you'd need in any company. You need someone to go around like I'm doing now. And to start reducing everything. Until you get to a point where everything's lower poly count. It's kind of a very boring and tedious job, but it is required to increase performance. So don't knock it until you see the performance gains. You see them gains. So the rocks probably don't need to be too bad, but we can go for each one and quickly just throw some, slap on some quick LODs. Oh wait, some of them already have some on a minute. Oh yeah, they do already have them. Okay, no, the rocks are fine. Cool. Bones. These should have already been fine. Yeah, because I already did those. LODs. No, I can't really say much about the game, like about why are these not got LEDs already? Because I made these. I was just clearly didn't have the time to optimize them. Sorry, Dad, I don't know any fantastic food. Nah, it's fine, dude. I like doing this kind of stuff, to be fair. It's because the good thing about doing tasks like this is like, you can't really mess them up. So it's like, I know that I'm going to accomplish more, like I'm going to get things working fine sort of doing this, rather than when I make something artistic, there's so much you can mess up. So the Brute 10 is made up of a lot. Oh no, there you go. So he is very high poly count. So you can also work on reducing your draw calls, but when we looked earlier, the draw calls were kind of fine, so don't think that'd be a problem. Number of LEDs, 4. I'm doing a lot of this on the other monitor, but it's just because it's easier to work on a separate monitor. So you can see that these went a little bit sharp, but I mean, that's still fine. He's pretty optimized anyway, but we'll give him an extra bit of optimization. I just did that already, right? Yeah. These are all drums, a singular bone. Again, not very high poly to begin with. We only do 3 LEDs on this one. Cool. The characters should also have LEDs. So it's a little bit different when you're doing characters. Oh yeah, they're broken up into separate parts anyway. So with the characters, what you want to do. So this is actually really, really important because the game can have up to 8 players. So if the character's unoptimized, you can actually reduce your FPS quite drastically. If we look down here, look, number of LEDs. So you could go really basic and say 11 facet triangle, put 4 in there, click apply, and boom. And when we zoom out, it will reduce poly count. Does his eyes disappear when you're too far away? No, it doesn't. Well, actually, can't see because of screen size. Personally, I'd want it to be a bit smaller, but what you can also do is you could do the reduction settings in here and percentage at 0.5 and click apply, and it will half these tries. So as you can see, it looks no different. As you see, it's looking a bit worse. You have to determine here how close you get to the character. We have a character customization screen. Oh, I say we, I didn't make it, right? What's the best way to optimize the game apart from just LEDs? LEDs, texture resolution. So this is artist-based optimization. LEDs, texture resolution, reducing lighting attenuation, reducing lighting resolution. And that's sort of the big 3. Number 1, especially in UE5, is lighting. Right, if you get the lighting reduced in performance, you're pretty good. So yeah, if we set this back to 1 and click apply, we can see how much it changes. But yeah, they didn't change like at all. There's no extra sharpness to his ears. So look, we're going from 11,500 to boop. Oh, so a tiny bit changed here to 5,700. So again, this is just his head, remember? So let's say the whole body's 50,000. With 8 players on the screen, that's 4... Well, actually, probably more than that. Let's say it's 100,000. With 8 players on the screen, that's 800,000 tries on movable characters, which, from what I'm aware, took up more performance. So as I get further away now, we reduce that, right? Now, I kind of want that distance to be closer, personally. Custom, there you go. Reduction settings. I don't know how to do it in here. Oh, screen size, here you go. So we go screen size for the first one at 0.7. There you go. He'll reduce much earlier. So let's go from 5,000 to 1,000, and we see like no difference because of how far away we are. In fact, his ear, right there, do you see his ear? It gets a little bit sharper, but that's worth it for the performance gain because we're still quite far away. You're not going to really notice it. So we want similar settings for the rest of his body. So can I click on the parts of his body? So that's his head. Yes, that's his arms. Perfect. Oh, wait. Yeah, because he's got different... That's part of his armor, isn't it? Ah, so you'd have to go through everything. Oh, God. Yeah, I have to go through every single component. Which makes sense. That's what you'd expect. CBF? Meshes? Armor? Oh, my God. Look at that hair. Oh, you know what? Let's show the character, character customization. Again, the game will run faster in engine as well. Oh, the lighting also needs to be built. Oh, yeah, built lighting. Also, but in UE5 you can't build your lighting. Yeah, like customization. And then you can select part. You can either select part of these bodies like this, which I think is really cool, or you can click it through here. So if I select his head, and my favorite is this. I don't think he has any really for his hands. No, he doesn't. And this. Oh, and this. There you go. And you can spin him around. Oh, the heart's not coloured in. I think that looks great. But we can reset him. Oh, so he's only got 2 for his body, or am I just being stupid? He's got another one for his body, right? Is it coming up? Might not be coming up for now. Is that a cape? That looks cool. Oh, I bet that's really high poly. I'll have to look at that. Oh my god, the tattoos sit on top of his clothing. Wait. Oh no! Oh, there you go. Wait, where's his pants? Wait, his pants are sharp on here. This one. This one. Jeans. Oh yeah, you got different types of characters too. You got the female. But you've also got poser male. Yeah, boy. I don't really want any shirt for him. I want jeans though. There you go. No, what could be for his head then? Yeah, that looks a little bit more Chad. I mean, just gloves maybe. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, it goes around the menu when you're doing stuff. You go options, but you can tick to cut to get away from the cutscenes, to skip them. There you go. So we've got that, like, it'll skip through them, so you don't need to wait every time. Anyways, back to optimization. So lighting's probably a big one. What lighting has it been built? There's one light over here. Ah, so we can set that to movable. But here you go, this is a good example of reducing stuff. So you see how big this light is, right? We can reduce that to only like here. Sure, you don't get as much coming out over here. So maybe I want it to be here actually, just to hit the ceiling. But the more you can reduce these values, the better your performance is going to be if you're using movable lighting. Over here. This one, I only need it to about there. And you can go to resolution. There you go. And if I think they're too high res, I can do that. Reduce them. And as you can see, it makes the shadow a little bit worse. Look, we can half the resolution, and it gives you a pretty good, still a pretty good result. So I might do that to all of them. And if we go to our directional lights, that one should be our main one, yep. One, 5. I think this one specifically will do it when you're further away. So you see how that gets blurry. You want to turn that up. Ah, it still doesn't. So you can turn this one to 0.5 without reducing. And the other light, this one, technically you set to 0, I think. Because this one, what it does is it gives you a little bit extra back face lighting. It probably should actually be, what color is it? Yellow? Right. No, yeah, it should be blue. A little bit of blue in there to offset the orange on the other side. Now skylight probably be a little bit more blue. What's real time look like? No, real time always doesn't look right. Obviously that's too much. We probably just want to add like 0.75. There you go, looks nice. You just want to light up the scene a little bit. That's a decal. And then, yeah, when you want to do textures, for example, if a texture is too high resolution, what you got to do for that is find where the texture is. So you can click into your materials, click on it. I like the grass. If it's 2K and you don't want it to be 2K, all you got to do is where it says maximum texture size, reduce that to like 512, and it will reduce the display. So if we actually look at it, which is here, you can see it's actually reduces quality. And I'm going to type in the other one. If we put it back to 2048, that gets increased. But you can find a middle ground, like 1024 for 1024. Might still not be good enough. But yeah, you can mess with that as well to reduce performance hits. Okay. Let's do the scene captures. I don't know what frame time and frame sync time is. I mean, there's still 7 million tries, so we can still go ahead and delete. I wonder what's taking up the most tries, though. Where's the most density coming from? Like, I would have said the foliage, but when I idle the foliage, we don't seem to... So if I click that, we don't seem to increase that drastically. 7.8 million. 7 million. So the foliage actually isn't taking up that much. So I'm wondering... What's this looking like? I'm wondering what's taking up the most. So this is fine. It's even got LEDs on it. The rocks have LEDs. What about this? I bet this is high. This is a blueprint. Oh no, it's grouped. There you go. No, this isn't very high. I mean, I'll go around and reduce these because they need to be reduced, but 6. I mean, you've not got LODs, but you weren't very high to begin with. Aha, we do have 2 versions, okay. We've got the moss one done. Need this one done. Oh, which is literally this one. Oh wait, I got a moss version and unmoss version. What's the difference? I could have just done it with textures. Oh well. You live and you learn. Go. And already reduced. Oh whoa, why's the fish rack gone? Oh, because it got re-imported on its side or something. What the heck? Oh. That wasn't me. That was re-imported like already. I don't want to be blamed. Not that one. Okay. You don't really see over here, so not that big of a deal anyway. And the fruits, I mean, I can optimize them, but like I said, the foliage isn't really taking up that much anyway. No harm in optimizing them, though. So where is the game making part of the stream? I mean, I'm partly making a game. I'm just doing the boring stuff. Cool, all of that's reduced. Fishing rod should not be high poly, but we'll give it a check. No, not really. I expected Elden Ring 2. Oh my god, could you imagine? I do find it funny, actually, because I do have people who will write comments and stuff and ask why things like, oh, why isn't there more stuff you've made and all of this? And like, they'll compare me. I think that's some fun stuff. What, doing the optimization? Yeah, this is pretty close to Elden Ring 2. Did you not see the amazing gameplay? That sounds like I'm making fun of the gameplay. It's actually really fun. I really enjoyed playing it the other day. Then again, I really like party games, so this is like right up my alley. wait. Wrong one. Oh my god, wait, the LEDs are all messed up. Hold on a minute, let me reset them. We still got some testing keys left. Ooh. You hear that, guys? I don't know if he's actually saying it in, like for the chat to see, but viewers want to bash the skulls. Yay! He is asking in the chat. Monolith. How many monoliths did I make? Mono. Okay. Okay, they're very low poly, but heck, we'll do it anyway. Oh, the water's gone over here as well. I mean, why should it be taking up that much performance? I wonder why it got removed. I bet there's a very good reason I'm adding it back in when I shouldn't be. The geometry gets like reduced when we get far away. Otherwise I can break a game. Been playtesting for my friend. I mean, I'm pretty good at breaking games fast. I didn't break this game immediately, but I also wasn't like too keen on trying. 0.2 seconds, did it not even launch? That sounds like that's what that break would be. Right, what's left? So we definitely reduced it. Well, we were at like 8 million when I started. I guess we got this still to go. I mean, I could always just go through here and reduce things one at a time. What if there's a way to just import it? Like when you import something, you have default reduction settings set up. I've actually not checked because I like to go through it manually. But because this is a big project of stuff I made a while ago. So you can watch the gameplay and analyze it. Ooh. Just instant crit errors, or no? Lots of critical errors. None of these probably need to pale. That's fine. Hate circle. What is that? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, pushing it the wrong way. That's good. Wigs, that looks fine. Should have got the signs. Yeah, the signs are quite low poly, but we'll get something in there to reduce their quality. Ooh, grab them, guys. I already got a code because I'm a developer. I'm special. Clarify, these are Steam codes. I don't know if he did say Steam actually. Did he say Steam? Look at all them codes. Look at all them chickens. Much done. Everything in this file anyway. It's got a separate strawberry. There's a reduction on that bad boy. Then I think I already did. Oh, I did, but it's a little messed up on its generation, so let's quick fix that. Okay. I'm getting low FPS because I've literally got a bunch of screens up. Cracking smacking in your library. Get rid of all those. What's our FPS now? About 70 FPS. We're definitely improving FPS a little bit. I'm at 6 million still, though. Is it the trees? Like, trees and bushes and these guys? Because it's not like an insane scene, right? All these have LEDs already, right? Yes. I'd let the foliage. Oh no, I thought the foliage was gone. It's really hard to see. I wonder what a polycount this is. I knew it. Actually, it's not too bad. Do I have a off-topic question for you? How would you mark seams on a human face to hide the seams? So when I did it, I actually did the seams where hair and stuff would start, because when you have like the hair cards over, like that part of it, you won't see the seams. So I actually did it like around here and around here, and then I just did like a line at the back of the head and cut it out there. And then I had one around the neck somewhere, because under the neck you can't see unless they look up. So yeah, I kind of did like that, kind of like how you do a face mask, I guess. Which if you actually look at a lot of arm wraps, is kind of how a lot of people do it. We're always happy to get feedback input. Even if you hate it, tell me. Preferably tell us why you hate it. Exactly. That is a good attitude. But what if it's all the trees then? I mean, these trees came from a pack, I'm pretty sure. The trees should be pretty optimal. I mean, they are 8K each, apparently. Okay. That's all the trees reduce. The bushes? Well, the bushes mine. If they were mine, I may have forgot to. I say mine, I think I may have just taken them off a tree. Yeah, they got LEDs. Wait, the grass? What the heck? Why is the grass rendering so close all of a sudden? Was it doing that before? I mean, I haven't even touched the grass. Yeah, I've been changing a lot of stuff. Off-topic question. How many snakes and do that? Oh, there you go. The foliage is well temperamental, isn't it? Hopefully it doesn't do that actually in game. Let's check how much the lighting actually takes up performance. So the quickest way to check what's taking up, if something's taking up performance, is select it, press G to hide your selection, and then press H to hide it. So we do go down to 10 ms, so there is some performance hits on the lighting, but it's not. It's a little bit drastic. I wonder what's taking up most of that then. Oh, probably that. Yeah, let's check the cascades. I only have 3. I mean, there is scene captures too, so it doesn't help. If 3 looks like that, 2 looks like that. So we don't really want to drop below 2. So what if I instead... How much are you taking up? I say you should be taking up nothing because you've got no cast shadows on. I did turn down the resolution already, right? The resolution doesn't seem to be doing anything anyway, so that's fine. I'll turn on the shadow amount. That's interesting. Is that so it lights up in here? Oh, so I probably should just turn that all the way up, right? And we just put lighting in here separately. That, and just turn this up. We want it to be a little bit brighter in here, so we may just want to put like a light in here with no cast shadow. Limit range, there you go, and turn it to like 16. Turn up our length. Need it. This, turn down a little bit. We'll just give this room a little bit of a light up. See what's going on. That won't take up much performance because we're not going to cast shadow and stuff in it. It will have the light coming out here, but because it's so bright outside, you shouldn't notice. Awesome. You can drop a measure. Cool. Cool. I mean, the snakes do the things, yeah. Okay, so what is also taking up more? So we're only at 4,000 now. 5,000. 5 million, sorry, 5 million tries. So what is also still, so the trees definitely helped. If I delete the foliage, I want to delete the entirety. Actually, are the trees, yeah, so we delete the foliage entirely. Oh, so it is coming from the foliage. 500,000 versus, oh, so grass disappeared. So it's all the foliage, interesting, okay. I like that the grass keeps disappearing now. That's very, very fun. There you go, come back, grass. Wow, the foliage is really taking up a lot. Okay. The grass looking like that. We ain't got these trees in, we've got these in. Which already have LEDs on them. Oh. Oh, I just saved it, so that's fine. Hey, look, it's put me back into here. I mean, a very quick way to do better looking stone anyway is, like I said, if I go into the material, and like the better looking stone is definitely this guy. So if we just take the texture we got from that, base stone normals, so it's like your office is just intentionally close the engine. Yes, yes, that's what it was. No crashes at all here. Oh yeah, so if we grab like this, go into here. And a better way to actually do all of this would be to make it so we have the... Hold on a minute, there's a different one. I want it... Wait. I want the ones that these guys are attached to, the hexagon. This one. There you go. You can say, that doesn't look right. And then we'll just go into here and replace the stone texture with that nicer looking stone. So that's because that's a ground texture, so we use stone. Oh, I don't know which one it's called, right? I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. I want this, I want this texture here. So we go to, actually I won't go to another one, I'll just do this. Let's see. Do this. It's located it, there you go. Hexagon. Replace this. And then we go ground, replace that with stone normal. That's ground, replace that with stone normal. Click apply. We will now have a more stone looking edge. And then when I can figure it out, it'll have a stone top to the ones that are unbreakable. Well, or do we want dirt to be on the ones... Do you still want it to be brown dirt on the ones that are... breakable. Because look, that's like got the stone on it now. But it kind of makes sense to still have dirt on the breakable ones, actually. And have stone on the ones you can't break. I don't know. Yeah, with the brown below, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I basically need it so the indestructibles get a different material on it entirely then. That'd be the easiest way to do it. Do you know who worked on setting up the way that their materials work? Because I might be able to talk to them. Yeah, you have the dirt explosion, right, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to the person who did it. Because I don't know how it's like, it's set up in an array, and I don't know how I edit. Because I was hoping in the array, I could like maybe throw in, you got the transform as well. I could basically just throw in like a texture, for example. Or actually, what's this? No, it's just connect tiles. Okay, I might talk to Vincent. Because if I could just make it so, we just make it so the unbreakable tiles have a different material entirely, that'd be even easier to have it set up. We know this scene works pretty good though. If we look at Stat Engine, we're at 1 million tries in this scene. But we know that we go Stat FPS. Oh. Put the your editor open. We get like 120. We're pretty good in here. We have no reason to worry. But the main menu, the FPS is lower. So I'm worried about other people's like worse computers. I mean, I've already released a poly count there by like try counting there by like 2 million. But what you doing? I'm making a game. That was a weird sentence. I'm making a game for a team of people I worked with over 2 years ago. Because they're releasing the game soon and I want to just help out. Right now I'm looking at optimization because optimization is important before you release a game because you want it to run as good as possible. Especially because they eventually want it to be working on console. These guys probably take up quite a bit of go check that engine. We're looking at 4 million tries. Oh, they don't count. Oh, because they're skeletal mesh tries, right? They take up about 400,000. That's not too bad. In one of our test sessions, we had someone from a neighboring country playing it on a laptop with integrated graphics chip in their CPU, and it worked. Damn, did it run at a good FPS? Again, the game will always run better on a build. So what I'm seeing here, if I'm seeing 60 FPS, someone else might be getting 90 when they actually have it on Steam. So it's always a bit of a. If you want your game to run at the best FPS, and you're trying to get that to work on, get to that FPS on engine, just always remember you'll get a little bit more when you actually package the game. These are fine. What about the flowers then? They're like nothing. And they have LODs too. You've only got 2. But they shouldn't be taking up like any. I mean, let's set it back to 1. Fly. 4. Whoops, 4. Even more LODs. Foliage. Yes. 4. Fly. Yeah, so they get to like 10 FPS. 10. What's left? The lily pads or the leaves? The leaves are kind of high. I guess the grass isn't in here, right? How much is the grass taking up? So the grass is part of the landscape material, which I don't like doing it part of the landscape material. I like manually painting grass because it means all the way over here, the grass is going to be spawning, where I can manually paint. I can manually paint where the grass is going to spawn. If we get, so that's all in here too. These just look like planes though, right? Yeah, like 40 stop saying FPS, 40 tries. That shouldn't be causing any issues. Like we set it to 4. Why does it break when I do that? 1, 4. I think it's bigger than it is. Foliage, yes. 4. Like, I don't know, it's just... You can see the foliage coming in. You can see the trees. What's happening with that tree? Do you see that? What is happening with that tree? I mean, I don't think you see that anyway. You don't want to see too much visible popping at the end of the day, but with the camera angles we got going on, which is basically here, I don't think you'd see it anyway. We don't need any of this back here because you don't look behind you, right? Do something like this. Pull some of those out. Those out. Cool. Still have 5 million. 5 million, like I said, isn't actually that bad, but the fact that it's so high is still just confusing to me. Because yeah, it's not. You might need to check the camera movement for the menu and the angles. Oh, true. Yeah. I don't think you see back there though. I could be wrong. Let's have a. Wait. Oh, well, it'd be nice if I. Oh, you do. Oh, you do. You do. Okay, let's bring them back then. I'm just trying to think, like this shouldn't be taking up much performance. I mean, the directional light was taking up a decent amount, but I'm trying to think how I would reduce the and the reason it's taking up so much because you've got scene captures in here, so scene captures capturing that light essentially 3 times, but still taking up, like, I'm going to 18 ms to 13. So I'm wondering, cascades are low. It can't be that. Like, I'm only on cascade 3. Resin terrain, edges, and skip a few. That's true. That's true. I could do that. Where's the distance? There's like a shadow distance, is there not? Yes, there you go. Right. So how far can I have this before it starts looking bad? There's alright. Is that? I just want to check if that's increased FPS. So we're at 16, 15. A little bit, not much. So maybe like 1,000. Yeah, that's probably fine. You can just see it like going over here, but the grass is also disappearing at that distance anyway. If we actually go into here, see that the grass. Oh, it doesn't do as badly as it used to. It should start disappearing at a short distance. Cinematic, epic. Oh wow, it recalculates the thingies. Add cannon and zombie. I actually have a cannon. Should I add the cannon on my my thingy? We wanted to do that anyways, as you could see out of the level in a few angles. Yeah, I could quickly do that out in a minute. It's not got the brush, brush texture made. That looks like it's what it's doing. Brush lights. There you go. Cool. So let's just get some healy bits over here, just to make it so it looks like we're looking out. Some zombie skin. Maybe that's enough. That looks pretty good. When it comes to background assets, you never really need to care about things looking perfection, because at the end of the day, it's just something in the background. As a player, you're just not going to really notice it very much. We've got these over here anyway to offset that. Maybe the lighting distance is too close. That's 2, 2.5. That's better. Cool, and then we can set some like bumpy areas over here. Smooth that over a little bit. One thing I've not learnt, it's just I've always been bad at it. Try to get bumpiness as much as you can in your terrain, even if you're using like noise. Whoa, that's some strong noise. If you use some noise, just like a little bit of bumpiness here and there really makes it feel like a proper environment. Having a completely flat environment will always look, well, flat. I have got bumpiness in this environment, to be fair. But just like, so if you can go ham, because then you can smooth it afterwards. You can just go really loads of bumpiness. Then you can come around with a smooth brush, turn up the size, and just get a little bit softer. And you'll get the environment just having a little bit more to it. See what I mean? Just, it's not completely flat anymore. Over there's a little too much. Hold on a minute. A little flatter over here. And what we can do, add a tiger. Have I made a tiger? I feel like I have. I don't know why, but I feel like I have. Then what we could do is we can get some more of these back here. Look like there's rock formations behind us, and I don't have any mountainous stuff, do I? I actually have a pack with some mountain stuff in it. Throw that in the back too. That will give you like a nice little mountain. What the tiger and lion is the best ideas you got. Okay. We'll get those in as soon as we can. We have increased performance a little bit, but it still could be better. Okay, 3,000, 3 million, 4 million. This is clearly not the try count doing it. What about draw calls? Stat game. No, not stat game. So we're getting some world tick, which is contributing to it a little bit. Stat scene rendering. I mean, our render review family is only at 9.8. So even though we're showing 18 on the side, or 15, and it's because of those render targets. I hate render targets. Yeah, mesh draw calls are only 2.5 thousand, which is good. To the one direction of the village with the cave, as there are hills, mountains up behind in the. Oh wait. Let's do the rock slash mountains into the one direction. Oh, okay. So you don't want it behind me. I like how there's just floating rock. Did you see that? Oh, because I placed them in front of it. I see. What we'll do instead then is we'll go. Get some nice tall hills over here. You know Hindi? I do not, unfortunately. There you go, just like hilly. Maybe add a couple of trees. The trees should be optimized, so it shouldn't be a big issue adding some more trees. I like how some of them are just completely There you go. What we could add, something I put in a personal project. I got it in here. Yep. Where is it? Boom. Oh my god, why are they so high? Wait, why do the clouds look so bad? Hold on a minute. Problem is, this is a later project. How do I set this up? Show you what I'm doing in a second. It's on a different monitor. Oh wait, no. Let's go into my asset folder. There you go. It's texture. Then crash. Yeah. Yeah. Make it massive. Cool. Turn off cast shadows. Cool. Create material from that. Nice guys there. There. Decided. No, I don't even need to have it plugged in today. Hold on a minute. Here. And then what do I want to do? I want to pan it. What I'm doing just you can already see it. Look. Oh, so it needs to be bigger than that. Guys, so we don't want it to be casting any, like receiving any shadows. So we want it to be unlit. Yeah. Now we got these background clouds. Let's drop it in the world space a little bit. God. Good. I want to saturate it a tiny bit. Actually, I could technically go into the material and do that, but I'll do it in the not material, in the texture. That's so going to be -1. And then we'll multiply the saturation. Well, not saturation. We'll multiply its emission by a tiny value. Or maybe not. Cool, and then the last thing I want to do make it move. And we have some clouds. That was in the pack I had a long time ago. Oh, sorry, Nishani Sahu asking for TV and laser guns. Although, oh, I thought my FPS has dropped because it's got the thing up. Oh no, has it dropped? Wait, what the heck? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, okay. FIFA 23 made by UE5? I don't think so, right? I think they have their own engine. I could be wrong. Or are you asking me to do it? FIFA... What engine is FIFA 23? Frostbite. Oh! Right, they use the engine that Battlefield uses. There you go, with this nice little sky now. A little concerned about the FPS drop when I look over here. Is it the particles doing it too? Not really. No, I think it's just the render targets. Like, I've never been able to really resolve render target performance. Like, because we're only using, our base scene's only using 5. Wait, that can't be right. Hold on a minute. There's no way that's right when this is coming up at 16. Oh, no, apparently it is. Then the UI is taking up a little bit. Our scene captures are taking up a little bit. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. 5.8 MS is really good. I don't know. It's the best I'm gonna get it for now. I think I can always evaluate later. I can actually work on the characters quick and get them all reduced. So what we're looking at here. Oh, he's actually pretty low in the first place, but we can quickly go bosh, bosh, bosh. As you get further away, we reduce that poly count. Beautiful. Oh, but like I said, he's got a lot, doesn't he? So we can do his base at least. He's 20,000. Let's just go. Bosh. Bosh. $1,000 at distance. That shouldn't be breaking anything, I'm pretty sure. Because LEDs in characters should just work. I mean, I could check a naked character real fast. But yeah, look, we get better at FPS already, even before we, again. Can you do anything to that wall over there? You know. Quick game. I can't set it to 1. Oh wow, that loaded into the environment like instantly. Oh, look at that go. Whoa. Oh yeah, I'm the Chad guy. Oh, I'm not even the right mesh then. Whoops. I want to check a normal naked mesh, see if it was breaking anything. Well, the wind started so fast. Oh, I got stunned by the lightning. Uh-oh, boulder. Can I make the boulders fall through the ground? Ow. Oh, so you didn't get pushed by the wind when you're knocked out. That's kind of nice, actually. That'd be well annoying. Hey, did you fall? The splash effects. Oh, yeah, it brings me back here. Yeah, I think that's the best I'm going to get the performance in for now, without having to rework some other stuff. What are the right settings? What's the screen percentage? 100%. Want to do this? 100%. Cool. So this is how we got them looking over here, right? What are these using? Oh, they're using landscape. Yeah, I just basically need to know how they're swapping out the materials. I kind of gathered how they were doing it, but I don't know how they're assigning the values. As soon as I know how to do that, I can make them look like however I want them to look. What else did you ask me to do? So we got a rock texture already, so I don't need to do that. You asked for... Why is this like a shorter distance all of a sudden? I'm pretty sure it wasn't doing that actually in the game. I made fish for a project I was working on. I don't think I have fish in here. Well, I guess we have these fish. Okay, I think... Oh, and the grass is gone again. Nice. I was back when you simulate. That's fine. Simulate? Simulate. Simulate. Simulation? Simulate. That sounds like I'm saying it wrong. That's fine, as long as it comes back. Okay, looking pretty good. Oh, yeah. Oh, that value's been turned up too high at some point. There you go. We set to like 5. That's just to help it blend. You see that is like actually blending into it. If you have that value set to 0 and have a sharp transition. Yeah, it's just help it blend into the actual party environment. Bundle of sticks, did I reduce those? I did not, but they're not taking up any. Oh, I did actually. Yeah, they got super low poly count anyway. The custom fire I made with the custom... You can tell this makes mine because this was in my in that scene I made a long time ago. Very blocky. Oh, there's no hatch in the roof. What's this? What is this? That a bone with a thingy texture on it? Hold on a minute. Yeah, what the heck? Interesting. Bossy version. Let's find over here. Okay, nothing too serious that needs to be worked on. So the only really big thing is getting those textures figured out. We wanted some more particle effects stuff. I won't look at that today. Anything else? How long have I been streaming for? I'm really, really tired. Like, I've done nothing this week, and every day I just feel really tired. Trying to think. It's the weather. Yeah, I think you're right. I've had the laziest week I've had in years this week. I took the week off of work and I wanted to be productive, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just want to check something. I want to check what projects that cloud is in. I'm pretty sure it was a free project I used. Obviously, I can't use it if it's not a free project. In here. I'm opening up a project that is not... I can't show you guys it, so I just want to make sure it's not opening up on this monitor. So I'm just quickly going to hide my monitor for a second. I don't want to get told off for sharing something I wasn't supposed to, so... Elbrio has a bad habit of showing that it's opening on one monitor and then, boom, teleporting it to another. I hope I get to show you guys something I've worked on soon for my company. There's like nothing. There's so many things that I want to show. Like, I've made so much over the last 2 years and nothing's really gone to public. So I've not been able to show anything. Maybe I'll ask if I can put some stuff on my portfolio. Okay, this opened up on another monitor. That's fine. Let's see where this sky texture came from. I didn't make this sky texture, but I'm pretty sure it just came from a pack that I have for free. Oh. Apparently it comes from my desktop. It's definitely mine. Which pack does it come from? I mean, I can't see where it comes from. It's an AK texture, Jesus. I'm a bit worried that it's not now. I'm pretty sure this came from a pack that's like I have for free. That it wasn't made manually by someone at my company. I've used it in other projects. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's BCF. I could get rid of it for now, but it's there if we want. If I discover I'm allowed to use it. It's a shame because it does help with the atmosphere, having some clouds in the sky. Really hard to see the chat, man. Man, like no matter where I seem to put it, something's in the way and I can't see what it, or well, you guys can't see very well. I can look at a different chat. Okay, so anything else to do? I'm trying to think if there's anything else major I want to do right now. Like I'm gonna have to, I will message in that other chat. My ass in the little Discord we have. I'm just trying to figure if there's anything I want to add. Like I put that behind us, so there's a little bit more of a hill. I'm a little bit worried that the directional light being the distance it is will kind of throw off that feel. Distance. So maybe I should set it to that instead. Yeah. You could also do stuff like, see, because it's quite a big open environment. I don't think you can, but you can do stuff like colder stuff at a distance. I mean, technically the foliage is kind of doing that. Sorry, but like for example, these flowers, we could look at a max cold distance on these. We set to like 5,000. It'd disappear. Which will help performance. I think that should be fine. I mean, there's a lot of grass actually. They're buried in a lot of grass usually. I think that should be fine. You could probably do it for pretty much all the fruit as well. Freaking my brush off. There you go. So if we look at the fruit, actually that's not all the fruit. Here. Here. There you go. Does get further away, quite a distance before they fade out. So oh right, I see. You can see the FPS increase a little bit when you simulate. Why do I keep saying the word wrong? And you could probably get rid of the brushes at a certain distance. Brushes to bushes. Probably at like a 10,000. Now, the trees I'm worried about, because I obviously want the trees to sort of stick around, because I want to be able to see them like in the far distance. But why is it kind of why is the grass is so weird on the where the game works? Yeah, look, it's like this working fine over here, or is it not? Why is the grass being weird? Oh, it's back again. Back, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it a day because I need to figure out that thing anyway with the tiles. I'm going to do that off stream. And yeah, I will catch you guys next Friday, I guess. I'm going to go eat dinner soon and chill for the rest of the evening because I want to be lazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed me showing you the game I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have some cool stuff to actually work on soon on it and we can add some extra bits. And yeah, I will catch you guys Friday. Bye.